Good morning. Is it even morning? I feel like it's late in the afternoon. I woke up at 4:51. I fell asleep for 15 minutes and then I've been up ever since. So I've gotten a lot of stuff done though. I still have a lot of stuff to do now that I'm looking at the mess in front of me. But I just went to the grocery store, came back, cleaned out the refrigerator, stocked it up, and it's ready to go. I never thought in a million years that I would have ever seen what I just saw. I'm still a little shaky because it was a little unbelievable. I got home from running some errands and I came in, dropped my stuff, grabbed Bug, and we went for a walk. So we live on a cul-de-sac, so there's nothing but a cul-de-sac there. And I took him down there, walked in the grass, came back this way, and as I was walking, I looked up and I wish there would have been a camera because I know I did double, triple take because there was a horse standing in that person's yard. So I don't know anything about horses. I've ridden a horse years ago, but I don't know anything about them. I know they can bite. I know they can kick. I know stay away from them if you don't know what you're doing. This had no bridle, no saddle, nothing. And I had Bug. And I didn't want to scare the horse because I didn't want Bug to start barking or anything. So I grabbed Bug and I just stood there and watched it. So I thought, let's just get to my house. Let's just get to my house, get my phone, call somebody. And I was walking slowly and then it started like running, but started running towards us. So I grabbed Bug and ripped him around a tree and I'm standing behind a magnolia tree. And I peeked through where the branches are and I watched the neighbor. This is the funniest part. I watched the neighbor guy or the worker that was there. He is walking down the sidewalk and looks up, looks down, looks up again, and sees this gigantic horse in the driveway and turns around and hightailed it out of there. So then it went back across the street in the neighbor's yard. And I called Bailey because I remember I had my phone on me. And I said, you will never guess, there is a gigantic horse running up and down in the yards. And I'm kind of stuck out here because I don't want to walk. I don't want to freak it out. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't want it to run all the way up and across the road and get hit by a car. That I was just like, Lord, just please don't let that happen. Because I couldn't even imagine the damage it would have done, not only to the horse, but the car and the person in the car. It was just so I decided to call 911 because I didn't know what else to do. And 911 answered and passed me through to animal control. And right as I was calling animal control, the owner of the horse came up and grabbed it. And I have it on video, so you know it was just craziness. I thought, I've seen everything. There is a horse running in the neighbor's yard. Come here, Bug. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. The owner came to get it. Thank goodness. I talked to the owner and I told her I was so thankful it didn't run out on the road and get hit. That was my biggest thing. It would have just been devastating because hitting an animal that big and losing an animal and then possibly hurting anyway. So she gave me her name and number. She said this is a baby. She's not a baby, but she's new. And she figured out how to get out. So have her name and number just in case the horsey ever decides to come back and say hi. I was proud of Bug because he stood there and just watched it. And that's what he does with the deer. But he didn't, I mean, that horse was big. So I can't say that I've seen everything because people surprise me. But that was a sight to see. I think I need to like calm down. I feel like I think my adrenaline it just needs to calm down.
U.S. Tennis Association just released numbers showing that tennis participation in the United States just keeps going up. Here's what the USTA says. More than 27 million Americans played tennis in 2025. That is up 1.6 million from the year before. And minorities make up a huge chunk of that growth. Check out these numbers. 14% for Black African American, 12% up for Latinos, 10% for women, and 10% for Asian Pacific Islander. These are huge, huge numbers.
I love that.
The USTA says tennis participation in the United States has grown, get this, by 54% since 2019, close to 10 million players.